Have you ever felt like your mind is a cluttered room, overflowing with thoughts and worries? Do you find yourself constantly battling with stress, distractions, and mental fatigue? Imagine your mind as a clear, serene lake where every ripple of thought settles into perfect stillness. How would it feel to experience that kind of mental clarity in your daily life? We live in a world where distractions are constant. From work deadlines and personal responsibilities to social media and endless to-do lists, our minds are bombarded every day. This never-ending barrage can leave us feeling overwhelmed and mentally exhausted. But what if there was a way to find peace and clarity amidst this chaos? What if you could learn to empty your mind and reclaim your mental space? Picture a busy office where every desk is piled high with papers and files. It's chaotic, and it's hard to focus on any one thing. Now, imagine the same office, but with everything neatly organized and cleared away. Suddenly, it's easier to think clearly and make decisions. This is the same principle we're exploring today, learning how to clear the mental clutter that weighs us down. Welcome to Wisdom Woven. We're thrilled to have you join us on this journey towards mental clarity. If you're ready to discover practical tips and insights on how to empty your mind and find peace, you're in the right place. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Did you know that there are so many views on this channel, but only 0.2% subscribe? Help us grow by subscribing now and joining our community. In this video series, we'll dive into simple yet powerful Buddhist principles that can help you clear your mind. We'll explore techniques for mindfulness, meditation, and practical steps to reduce mental clutter. Our goal is to equip you with tools to create a space where peace and clarity can flourish. So stay tuned, and let's embark on this transformative journey together. Understanding how to empty your mind starts with recognizing the impact of mental clutter. Imagine trying to read a book with pages that keep shifting and changing. It's nearly impossible to focus on the story. Similarly, when our minds are cluttered with distractions and worries, finding mental clarity becomes a challenge. But don't worry. With the right approach, you can learn to manage and clear these mental obstacles. As we delve into this topic, you'll learn how Buddhist teachings offer valuable insights into achieving mental emptiness. Through mindful practices and understanding the nature of our thoughts, we can create a calm and focused mental state. This journey towards a clear mind will not only enhance your daily life, but also contribute to your overall well-being and happiness. So, get ready to explore practical strategies and timeless wisdom that will help you achieve mental clarity. Remember, this is just the beginning of our journey. Each part of this series will build on the previous one, providing you with a comprehensive guide to emptying your mind and embracing a peaceful, focused life. Clearing the clutter. Understanding mental overload. Imagine your mind as a busy street during rush hour. Cars, buses, and bicycles are all jostling for space, honking, and creating a cacophony of noise. It's hard to see where you're going or even think clearly. This is what mental overload feels like. A chaotic, noisy environment where clear thoughts struggle to emerge. We all experience mental overload from time to time. It's that feeling when your mind is racing, filled with endless thoughts and worries, making it hard to focus on anything specific. This overload can stem from various sources: work pressures, personal responsibilities, or even just the constant bombardment of information from our digital devices. But why does this happen? At its core, mental overload occurs when our minds are overwhelmed by too many thoughts and distractions. When we try to juggle multiple tasks or concerns simultaneously, our mental energy gets spread thin. It's like trying to hold too many balls in the air at once. Eventually, something's bound to drop. Think about a container that's filled to the brim with water. If you keep adding more water, it will overflow. Similarly, our minds have a limited capacity for processing thoughts and information. When we push this limit, we experience stress and confusion, making it difficult to concentrate and feel at ease. One common cause of mental overload is the habit of multitasking. While it may seem efficient to handle several tasks at once, it often leads to increased stress and reduced productivity. Each task demands a portion of our attention, which can prevent us from fully focusing on any single activity. This constant shifting of focus not only drains our mental energy, but also contributes to feelings of frustration and exhaustion. Another factor contributing to mental overload is the accumulation of unresolved thoughts and emotions. When we don't address our feelings or let go of past worries, they linger in our minds, adding to the clutter. This unresolved emotional baggage can weigh us down, making it harder to find peace and clarity. To combat mental overload, it's essential to recognize the signs and take proactive steps to address them. One effective approach is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. By focusing on the here and now, we can reduce the mental clutter caused by past regrets or future anxieties. Mindfulness can be practiced through simple techniques such as deep breathing or meditation. For instance, taking a few moments each day to sit quietly, close your eyes, and focus on your breath can help calm your mind and bring it back to a state of balance. This practice allows you to observe your thoughts without getting caught up in them, helping to clear the mental fog. Another helpful strategy is to prioritize and organize your tasks. By breaking down larger tasks into smaller, manageable steps and setting clear priorities, you can reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed. This approach allows you to focus on one task at a time, making it easier to stay on track and complete each task more efficiently. Additionally, creating a routine or schedule can provide structure and reduce mental overload. Having a set plan for your day helps to organize your thoughts and actions, allowing you to approach each task with a clearer mind. It also provides a sense of control and predictability, which can alleviate stress. It's also important to set aside time for relaxation and self-care. Engaging in activities that bring you joy and help you unwind, such as reading, walking in nature, or practicing a hobby, can provide a mental break from the demands of daily life. This time for yourself allows your mind to recharge and helps prevent burnout. Understanding mental overload is the first step towards finding a solution. By recognizing the sources of your mental clutter and implementing strategies to manage them, you can begin to clear the chaos and cultivate a more focused and peaceful mind. Remember, this process takes time and practice, but the benefits of a clearer, calmer mind are well worth the effort. As we continue exploring ways to empty our minds in the upcoming parts, we will delve deeper into specific techniques and practices that can help you achieve mental clarity. Each step you take towards managing mental overload will bring you closer to a state of tranquility and well-being. The role of mindfulness, a key to emptying the mind. Imagine a peaceful pond on a calm day. The water is still, reflecting the trees and sky perfectly. Now, picture throwing a stone into the pond. The water ripples and distorts the reflection. This is similar to what happens in our minds when we are not mindful. Our thoughts, worries, and distractions create ripples that prevent us from seeing clearly. Mindfulness is like learning to calm the pond. It's the practice of paying attention to the present moment, without judgment. When you're mindful, you focus on what's happening right now, rather than letting your mind wander to past regrets or future anxieties. This simple shift can bring incredible peace and clarity to your life. Think about a time when you were fully absorbed in an activity. Maybe you were enjoying a meal, listening to music, or working on a hobby. In those moments, your mind was clear and focused, free from the usual clutter. This state of being is what mindfulness helps you achieve more often. It's about being fully present, experiencing each moment as it comes. One easy way to practice mindfulness is through breathing. Take a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breath. Feel the air entering and leaving your body. When your mind starts to wander, gently bring your focus back to your breath. This simple practice can help calm the mental ripples and bring a sense of stillness. Another method is mindful observation. Pick an object, like a flower or a piece of fruit, and observe it closely. Notice its colors, textures, and shapes. This practice helps train your mind to focus on the present moment and can be surprisingly calming. Mindfulness can also be integrated into daily activities. When you're eating, for example, focus on the taste, texture, and aroma of your food. When you're walking, pay attention to the sensation of each step and the environment around you. By bringing mindfulness into your everyday life, you can create moments of clarity and peace. But why is mindfulness so effective? It helps to reduce the mental clutter by bringing your attention back to the present. When you're mindful, you're less likely to be overwhelmed by distracting thoughts and emotions. This mental clarity allows you to see things more clearly and respond to situations with greater calm and focus. The Buddhist practice of mindfulness, or sati, is a key element in many meditation techniques. It's not just about being present, but also about observing your thoughts and feelings without attachment. By recognizing that thoughts and emotions are temporary, you can prevent them from creating unnecessary mental clutter. Over time, mindfulness can transform your relationship with your thoughts. Instead of being caught up in them, you learn to observe them from a distance. This shift in perspective can lead to greater inner peace and a clearer mind. Mindfulness is not a one-time practice, but a continuous journey. As you incorporate mindfulness into your life, you'll start to notice a gradual change. Your mind will become less cluttered, and you'll find it easier to focus on what truly matters. This ongoing practice helps you build a more resilient and peaceful state of mind. To deepen your mindfulness practice, consider exploring various meditation techniques. Some methods, like mindfulness meditation, involve focusing on the breath or a specific object. Others, like loving-kindness meditation, involve cultivating positive emotions towards yourself and others. Each practice offers unique benefits and can help you develop a clearer, more focused mind. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine may take time and effort, but the benefits are worth it. By making mindfulness a regular part of your life, you'll find that your mind becomes more peaceful, your focus sharpens, and your overall well-being improves. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate all thoughts, but to learn to observe them without being overwhelmed. As you practice mindfulness, you'll develop a greater sense of clarity and control over your mental state. This practice can lead to a more balanced and harmonious life, where you're better equipped to handle challenges and enjoy moments of peace. In summary, mindfulness is a powerful tool for clearing the mental clutter and achieving greater mental clarity. By focusing on the present moment and observing your thoughts without attachment, you can create a calmer, more focused mind. Embrace mindfulness as a daily practice, and you'll discover its profound impact on your mental and emotional well-being. The practice of letting go, releasing mental attachments. Imagine holding onto a heavy backpack filled with rocks. Each rock represents a worry, a regret, or an attachment. Carrying this load around can make every step feel burdensome. Now, picture the freedom of letting go of that backpack and feeling light and unburdened. This is the essence of letting go, releasing the mental attachments that weigh us down and hinder our peace of mind. In our daily lives, we often cling to thoughts and emotions that no longer serve us. These attachments can come in many forms: past mistakes, future anxieties, or even our own self-judgments. Just as a backpack filled with rocks slows us down, these mental attachments create obstacles that prevent us from experiencing true mental clarity and peace. Let's consider a simple example. Think of a time when you held on to a grudge against someone. The more you held on to it, the more it consumed your thoughts and energy. The resentment grew, affecting your mood and well-being. But what if you chose to let go of that grudge? By releasing it, you would free yourself from its hold, allowing space for positive thoughts and feelings to flourish. Buddhism teaches us that attachments are a significant source of suffering. According to Buddhist philosophy, our minds are clouded by desires and attachments, which lead to dissatisfaction and unhappiness. To find inner peace, we must learn to let go of these attachments and embrace the present moment with an open heart. So, how do we practice letting go? It begins with awareness. Start by observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Notice what you are holding onto tightly. Is it a past failure, a fear of the future, or perhaps a desire for something you don't have? By becoming aware of these attachments, you take the first step toward releasing them. One effective technique for letting go is mindfulness meditation. Find a quiet space and sit comfortably. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. As you breathe, gently bring your attention to any thoughts or feelings that arise. Imagine these thoughts as leaves floating down a stream. Watch them drift away and let them go. This practice helps you acknowledge your thoughts without getting entangled in them. Another powerful method is to use affirmations. These are positive statements that can help shift your mindset and release attachments. For example, you might say to yourself, "I release the past and embrace the present moment with gratitude." Repeating such affirmations can gradually change your mental patterns and help you let go of unnecessary burdens. Additionally, consider engaging in activities that promote emotional release. Journaling is a great way to express and release your thoughts and feelings. Writing down your concerns can help you gain perspective and let go of their hold on you. Similarly, talking with a trusted friend or a therapist can provide support and guidance as you work through your attachments. It's also important to practice self-compassion. Letting go does not mean denying your feelings or experiences. Instead, it involves acknowledging them and giving yourself permission to move forward. Be gentle with yourself as you work through your attachments. Remember, this is a process, and it's okay to take it one step at a time. As you continue to practice letting go, you may notice a shift in your mental state. You might feel lighter, more focused, and at peace with yourself. The freedom from mental attachments allows you to fully experience the present moment without the burden of past regrets or future anxieties. In summary, letting go is a transformative practice that can lead to greater mental clarity and emotional well-being. By releasing the mental attachments that weigh us down, we create space for peace and happiness to thrive. Embrace the process with patience and compassion, and remember that each step you take towards letting go brings you closer to a clearer, more peaceful mind. The concept of karma and its relevance. Imagine you're walking through a garden, and you see two types of flowers, vibrant and beautiful, and withered and faded. The difference between them is not just in their appearance, but in the care they've received. Similarly, the way we treat others and ourselves affects the quality of our experiences and the state of our minds. This is where the concept of karma comes into play. Karma, in simple terms, is the principle of cause and effect. It's the idea that our actions, whether good or bad, will come back to us in some form. Think of it like this. If you plant seeds of kindness, you'll eventually see a garden blooming with positive experiences. On the other hand, if you plant seeds of negativity, you might find yourself surrounded by difficulties. When we interact with negative people, it's essential to understand how karma influences these interactions. Every action we take can create ripples that affect our lives and the lives of others. If we approach negative situations with anger or hostility, we're likely to encounter more negativity. However, if we respond with compassion and understanding, we can transform these interactions and foster a more positive environment. In Buddhism, karma isn't just about immediate consequences. It's also about the accumulation of our actions over time. Each choice we make, each word we speak, and each intention we hold contributes to our karmic record. This record shapes our future experiences and influences the kind of energy we encounter in our lives. Understanding karma helps us take responsibility for our actions. It encourages us to reflect on our behavior and its impact on others. For example, if someone wrongs us, instead of reacting with anger, we can pause and consider how our response might contribute to the overall flow of karma. By choosing a path of forgiveness and compassion, we not only improve our own state of mind, but also positively influence the karma of those around us. Consider a simple everyday scenario. You're at a coffee shop and someone cuts in line. It's natural to feel annoyed. However, how you respond can affect the rest of your day. If you react with frustration, you might carry that negativity with you. But if you respond with patience or even kindness, you create a positive ripple that can influence your day in a more uplifting way. Karma also teaches us that our intentions matter. It's not just about what we do, but why we do it. Acting out of genuine concern and kindness leads to positive karma, whereas actions driven by selfish motives or harmful intent can create negative outcomes. This understanding helps us align our actions with our values, ensuring that we contribute to a more positive world. In practice, being mindful of karma means being conscious of our actions and their potential effects. It involves cultivating awareness about how our behavior impacts ourselves and others. This mindfulness helps us make choices that foster positive outcomes and minimize negative consequences. When dealing with negative people, karma encourages us to approach them with empathy rather than judgment. Everyone has their own struggles and challenges, and by responding with compassion, we contribute to healing and positive change. This approach not only improves our interactions, but also helps us maintain a peaceful and balanced state of mind. To apply the concept of karma in daily life, start by observing your actions and their effects. Notice how acts of kindness create positive responses and how negative actions lead to conflict or discomfort. By making conscious choices and fostering a compassionate mindset, You align yourself with positive karma and enhance your overall well-being. In summary, karma is a powerful concept that reminds us of the interconnectedness of our actions and their effects. By understanding and applying the principles of karma, we can navigate our interactions with greater awareness and kindness. This approach helps us transform negative situations and cultivate a more positive and harmonious life. Embrace this wisdom and let it guide you towards a more mindful and fulfilling existence. The power of silence, quieting the mental noise. In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, we're constantly surrounded by noise. From the hum of the refrigerator to the buzz of our phones, it's as if our minds are on constant alert. But have you ever considered how this simple act of silence could help clear your mind and bring you a sense of inner peace? Let's explore this powerful concept together. Imagine you're in a busy marketplace, with vendors calling out and people chatting. It's noisy, chaotic, and hard to focus. Now, picture yourself in a quiet forest with only the sounds of birds and the rustling leaves. The difference is striking. The calm of the forest allows you to think more clearly and deeply. This is how silence can affect your mind. It creates space for clarity and reflection. Silence isn't just the absence of sound. It's a state of mind. When we talk about silence in the context of mental clarity, we're referring to creating a mental space free from constant chatter and distractions. This can help us focus better, think more deeply, and feel more at peace. In Buddhism, silence is seen as a powerful tool for mental and spiritual growth. It's not about complete isolation, but rather finding moments of quiet to reconnect with ourselves. These moments of silence allow us to step back from the noise of everyday life and listen to our inner thoughts and feelings. By doing this, we can better understand our true selves and gain clarity on what really matters. Start by finding a quiet place where you can sit comfortably without interruptions. It could be a corner of your room, a park bench, or even a peaceful spot in your garden. Close your eyes and focus on your breathing. Notice the rise and fall of your chest, the sensation of air entering and leaving your body. This simple practice helps to center your thoughts and bring your mind to a place of calm. If you find your mind wandering, gently bring your attention back to your breath. It's normal for thoughts to arise, but with practice, you can learn to observe them without getting caught up in them. This is the essence of mindfulness, a state where you're fully present and aware of your thoughts without judgment. Incorporating moments of silence into your daily routine can be incredibly beneficial. You don't need to set aside hours. Even a few minutes each day can make a significant difference. Start with short periods of quiet, perhaps 5 minutes in the morning and evening, and gradually increase as you become more comfortable. Use these moments to reflect on your day, set intentions, or simply enjoy the stillness. Another effective way to use silence is through meditation. Buddhist meditation often involves periods of silence where you sit quietly and focus your mind. This practice helps to calm the mental noise and create a space for insight and peace. It's a simple yet profound way to cultivate inner stillness and clarity. As you become more accustomed to periods of silence, you might notice that you feel more centered and less reactive to stress. Silence allows you to process your thoughts and emotions without the constant input of external stimuli. This can lead to a deeper understanding of yourself and your reactions, helping you respond to challenges with greater calm and clarity. Remember, the goal is not to escape from your thoughts, but to create a space where you can observe them without being overwhelmed. Silence provides this space, allowing you to reflect, rejuvenate, and gain perspective. It's a practice of being present with yourself and understanding the quiet depths of your mind. Embracing silence might feel challenging at first, especially if you're used to constant activity and noise. However, with regular practice, you'll likely find that it becomes a cherished part of your routine. The peace and clarity you experience in these moments can have a profound impact on your overall well-being, helping you navigate life with a greater sense of calm and purpose. In summary, silence is a powerful ally in the journey toward mental clarity. By integrating moments of quiet into your daily life, you create a sanctuary for your mind, a space where you can reflect, reset, and reconnect with yourself. Embrace the practice of silence, and you may discover a new level of inner peace and mental clarity that transforms your daily experience. Detachment from thoughts, cultivating inner peace. In our busy lives, our thoughts often feel like a whirlwind. spinning faster than we can keep up with. Imagine your mind is like a clear, still pond, but then a storm of thoughts disturbs the surface. The water becomes choppy and unclear. Just as we clean the pond by calming the storm, we can learn to detach from our thoughts to bring calm and clarity to our minds. Detachment from thoughts doesn't mean ignoring them or pushing them away. Instead, it's about recognizing that our thoughts are just that, thoughts. They are not the entirety of who we are. By understanding this, we can start to create space between ourselves and our thoughts. Think of it as observing clouds in the sky. They come and go, but the sky remains unchanged. Similarly, our thoughts pass through our minds, but they don't have to define us. One simple way to practice detachment is through mindfulness. When a thought arises, instead of diving into it, try to observe it as if you were a bystander watching a parade pass by. Notice the thought, acknowledge it, and then let it move on. This practice helps prevent you from becoming entangled in your thoughts, reducing their power over your emotions and reactions. Consider a person trying to hold onto a balloon in a strong wind. The balloon keeps slipping away, causing frustration. If instead, the person lets go of the balloon, it floats away freely, and the person remains calm. In the same way, when we cling to our thoughts and let them control us, we experience stress and confusion. By letting go, we free ourselves from this mental struggle. Detachment also involves understanding that not every thought is significant or true. Our minds can generate a lot of noise, and not all of it is useful. Sometimes, we worry about things that might never happen, or get caught up in negative thinking patterns. By recognizing that many of our thoughts are transient and not necessarily accurate reflections of reality, we can reduce their impact on our peace of mind. Another helpful practice is to develop a mindful routine where you take a few moments each day to simply be present. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, and focus on the present moment. Notice any thoughts that arise and gently bring your focus back to your breath. This routine helps train your mind to be less reactive and more centered. In Buddhism, the concept of non-attachment is crucial. It teaches us that clinging to things, whether they are possessions, outcomes, or even thoughts, leads to suffering. By practicing non-attachment, we learn to appreciate things as they are without becoming overly attached to them. This doesn't mean we don't care. Rather, it means we approach life with a sense of balance and detachment. Consider a person who is deeply attached to a particular outcome in their life, like achieving a specific goal. If that goal isn't met, they may feel devastated. However, if they approach their goal with a sense of detachment, they can work towards it with effort and commitment, but remain at peace regardless of the outcome. This mindset helps in reducing the emotional highs and lows associated with our thoughts and desires. Incorporating detachment into your daily life involves being aware of when you are getting caught up in thoughts and gently guiding yourself back to a state of calm. This can be challenging, especially if you are used to being constantly engaged with your thoughts. But with practice, it becomes easier to maintain a sense of inner peace. By learning to detach from thoughts, you give yourself the freedom to respond to situations with clarity and calmness. You start to see thoughts for what they are, fleeting and temporary, rather than as fixed realities. This shift in perspective can lead to a more balanced and peaceful way of living. Remember, the practice of detachment is not about escaping from thoughts, but about not letting them dominate your mind. It's about finding a balance where you can acknowledge your thoughts without becoming entangled in them. Through consistent practice and mindfulness, you can cultivate a serene mental state, much like a calm pond after the storm has passed. As you continue to explore detachment and other mindfulness practices, you'll discover that your mental landscape becomes clearer and more peaceful. This inner calm allows you to navigate life with greater ease and resilience. So, keep practicing, stay patient with yourself, and enjoy the journey towards a more peaceful and detached mind. Living in the present, the art of mindful awareness. Imagine you're walking through a beautiful garden. Each step you take is carefully placed, and you're fully aware of the soft ground beneath your feet and the gentle breeze against your skin. You're not thinking about yesterday or tomorrow. You're just enjoying the moment. This is the essence of living in the present, and it's a key part of mindful awareness. In our busy lives, it's easy to get lost in regrets about the past or worries about the future. Our minds often drift to what has happened or what might happen, making it hard to truly experience the here and now. But what if you could shift your focus entirely to the present moment? What if you could learn to be fully engaged with each experience, without being distracted by the noise of your thoughts? Living in the present means fully experiencing and appreciating what's happening right now. It's about being present with your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without letting them pull you away. Imagine sitting quietly in a room with nothing else around you. In that silence, you can hear the subtle sounds of your breath and the gentle rhythm of your heartbeat. This is a taste of what living in the present feels like. In Buddhism, being present is a powerful practice. It's about bringing your full attention to each moment, just as it is, without judgment or distraction. This practice is often referred to as mindfulness, and it involves observing your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. By focusing on the present, you create space for calm and clarity in your mind. Start by bringing mindfulness into simple daily activities. When you're eating, for example, pay attention to the taste and texture of each bite. When you're walking, notice the sensation of your feet touching the ground. By focusing on these small details, you train your mind to stay present and attentive. This practice helps to reduce stress and enhance your overall sense of well-being. It's important to remember that being present doesn't mean ignoring your thoughts or feelings. Instead, it's about observing them without letting them control you. When you notice your mind drifting to past regrets or future anxieties, gently bring your attention back to the present. This practice helps to create a sense of grounding and stability in your daily life. One way to strengthen your ability to live in the present is through meditation. Sit quietly and focus on your breath. Notice the rise and fall of each breath, and whenever your mind wanders, gently guide it back to your breath. This simple exercise helps to train your mind to stay present and focused. Living in the present also involves being fully engaged with the people around you. When you're having a conversation, give your full attention to the person speaking. Listen deeply and respond thoughtfully. By being present in your interactions, you build stronger connections and create more meaningful relationships. As you practice living in the present, you may find that your overall perspective on life changes. You become more aware of the beauty and richness of each moment. You start to appreciate the small things that often go unnoticed. This heightened awareness brings a sense of peace and contentment that enhances your daily experience. Mindful awareness is not just a practice, it's a way of living. It involves a commitment to being present with each moment, no matter what it brings. By embracing this approach, you create a life filled with greater clarity, calm, and joy. So, as you continue on your journey towards mental clarity, remember the importance of living in the present. By focusing your attention on the here and now, you can transform your experience of life and find a deeper sense of peace and fulfillment. This practice will not only help you clear mental clutter, but also enrich your overall well-being. Simplifying the mind, the Buddhist approach to mental minimalism. Imagine trying to read a book while holding a stack of other books in your arms. The weight of those extra books makes it difficult to focus on the one you want to read. Similarly, when our minds are cluttered with unnecessary thoughts and distractions, it's hard to focus on what really matters. In Buddhism, simplifying the mind is about letting go of this mental baggage and finding clarity. To begin, think of your mind as a garden. If it's filled with weeds, it's challenging to grow beautiful flowers. Weeds can be likened to unnecessary thoughts and distractions that choke out the space for calm and clarity. Simplifying the mind involves weeding out these distractions so that our mental garden can thrive. A core concept in Buddhism is that much of our mental clutter comes from our attachments and desires. We often cling to past regrets or future worries, which only adds weight to our mental load. By understanding that these attachments are like stones in our path, we can start to clear them away. This doesn't mean ignoring our responsibilities, but rather finding a balance where these concerns do not dominate our thoughts. In practical terms, simplifying the mind means focusing on what truly matters to you. Start by identifying your core values and priorities. When you understand what's important, it becomes easier to let go of things that don't align with these values. For example, if you value personal growth and peace, you might find that certain activities or relationships that bring stress are less important and can be minimized. One effective practice is to engage in mindful reflection. Take a few minutes each day to sit quietly and observe your thoughts. Notice which ones are repetitive or unnecessary. This practice helps you become aware of the mental clutter that occupies your mind. By recognizing these thoughts, you can begin to consciously let them go. Another technique is to adopt a minimalist approach in your daily life. This isn't just about decluttering your physical space, but also about simplifying your mental environment. For instance, limit your exposure to media and social networks that often bombard you with irrelevant information. By reducing these inputs, you create more space for clarity and focus. Buddhism also teaches the importance of living in the present moment. When we are fully engaged with the here and now, we naturally simplify our mental processes. We stop worrying about what has happened or what might happen and instead focus on what is happening right now. This shift in focus can greatly reduce mental clutter and increase our sense of peace. The practice of meditation is another powerful tool for mental minimalism. Through meditation, we train our minds to observe thoughts without getting entangled in them. This helps us develop a more detached perspective where we can let go of unnecessary thoughts more easily. Over time, meditation helps us cultivate a clearer and more focused mind. It's also beneficial to develop a daily routine that incorporates moments of silence and solitude. These periods of quiet allow us to reset our mental state and process our thoughts more effectively. Simple activities like walking in nature, journaling, or sitting quietly can provide a mental reset and help maintain clarity. Remember, simplifying the mind is a gradual process. It requires patience and consistent effort. Just as a garden takes time to cultivate, your mental space will gradually clear as you continue to practice these techniques. Celebrate small victories along the way and understand that this journey towards a simpler, clearer mind is ongoing. By embracing these Buddhist principles, you are not only simplifying your mind, but also enhancing your overall well-being. A clear mind allows you to live more fully in the present, make better decisions, and experience a greater sense of peace and satisfaction in life. As you continue on this path, you'll find that the benefits of mental minimalism extend far beyond just feeling less stressed. They will touch every aspect of your life. Creating a mindful environment. Imagine walking into a room filled with light, fresh air, and a sense of calm. Everything is in its right place, and there's nothing to distract you. This is what creating a mindful environment feels like for your mind. Just as a well-organized space can make you feel more relaxed, a mindful environment helps clear mental clutter and encourages a peaceful state of mind. Think of your environment as a reflection of your inner world. When your surroundings are chaotic, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and stressed. Conversely, a serene and orderly environment can help you maintain mental clarity and focus. So, how do you create such a mindful environment, both physically and mentally? Start by assessing your physical space. Is your home or workspace cluttered? Are there distractions that pull you away from your tasks? Begin with small changes. Clear out unnecessary items, tidy up your workspace, and make sure everything you need is within easy reach. This doesn't mean you need to become a minimalist, but organizing your environment can significantly reduce mental distractions. Consider the impact of your surroundings on your mood. Bright lights, loud noises, and disorganization can contribute to stress and anxiety. Create a calming atmosphere by using soft lighting, adding soothing colors, and incorporating elements that bring you joy, like plants or artwork. A pleasant environment can help your mind feel more at ease and focused. Now, let's turn our attention to your mental environment. Just as you tidy up your physical space, it's important to clear mental clutter. Practice mindfulness regularly to help manage stress and maintain a clear mind. Simple techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or focused attention can help you stay present and reduce mental noise. One effective way to cultivate a mindful mental environment is through daily mindfulness practices. Spend a few minutes each day sitting quietly, paying attention to your breath, and observing your thoughts without judgment. This practice can help you become more aware of your mental patterns and create space for a calm, focused mind. Another aspect of creating a mindful environment is setting boundaries. Just as you organize your physical space, establish clear boundaries for your mental space. Limit time spent on activities that cause stress or distract you from your goals. Learn to say no to tasks or commitments that add unnecessary pressure to your life. Remember that your environment also includes the people around you. Surround yourself with supportive, positive individuals who uplift and encourage you. Their influence can greatly impact your mental well-being. Engage in conversations and activities that foster growth and positivity, and distance yourself from negative influences whenever possible. Creating a mindful environment is an ongoing process. It requires regular attention and adjustment to ensure that both your physical and mental spaces support your well-being. Be patient with yourself as you make these changes, and recognize that it's okay to evolve and adapt your environment as needed. In summary, a mindful environment is one where both your physical and mental spaces are organized and nurturing. By making small adjustments to your surroundings and practicing mindfulness regularly, you can create an atmosphere that supports mental clarity and peace. Embrace these practices and enjoy the benefits of a clearer, more focused mind. As you continue to cultivate a mindful environment, you'll find that your ability to stay centered and calm improves. The effort you put into creating a peaceful space will reflect positively on your mental state, helping you navigate life with greater ease and clarity. Sustaining a clear mind, daily practices for mental emptiness. Imagine waking up each day with a mind that feels as fresh and clear as the morning dew. The hustle and bustle of life may still be there, but your mind remains undisturbed, like a tranquil pond untouched by the wind. This is the essence of sustaining a clear mind, a continuous practice of mental clarity that supports your well-being day after day. The journey towards a clear mind doesn't end after a single practice or moment of mindfulness. It's a lifelong commitment to maintaining and nurturing mental emptiness. Just as we regularly clean our homes to keep them welcoming and comfortable, our minds too need daily attention to remain clear and serene. One essential practice is establishing a daily mindfulness routine. It can be as simple as dedicating a few minutes each morning to mindful breathing. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Feel each inhale and exhale, allowing any stray thoughts to drift away. This simple act of focusing on your breath can help set a peaceful tone for the rest of your day. Another effective practice is to regularly check in with yourself throughout the day. Take short breaks to pause and assess your mental state. Ask yourself, am I holding on to any stress or worry? If so, take a moment to breathe deeply and release those thoughts. This practice helps to prevent mental clutter from accumulating, keeping your mind clear and focused. Creating a mindful environment is also crucial. Surround yourself with calm and order. This doesn't mean your space has to be immaculate, but it should be organized in a way that promotes peace and minimizes distractions. A cluttered environment can lead to a cluttered mind, so simple adjustments like keeping your workspace tidy or setting up a peaceful area for relaxation can make a significant difference. Developing a habit of gratitude can be incredibly grounding. Each day, take a moment to reflect on what you're grateful for. It could be as simple as a warm cup of tea or the support of a friend. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's present and positive, which can help clear away negativity and reinforce a sense of mental clarity. It's also important to manage your energy levels. Just as physical health affects mental clarity, so does how you handle your energy throughout the day. Pay attention to what activities and interactions leave you feeling energized versus drained. Aim to balance your time between tasks that energize you and those that might be more draining. Proper rest and relaxation are crucial for maintaining mental clarity, so ensure you get enough sleep and engage in activities that recharge you. Engaging in mindful activities, such as walking in nature or practicing gentle yoga, can further enhance your mental clarity. These activities encourage you to be present and connect with your surroundings, which can help calm a restless mind and restore focus. The rhythm of your breath and the movement of your body in these practices can serve as anchors, pulling you back to a state of mental calmness whenever you feel overwhelmed. Additionally, learning to set healthy boundaries is key. Boundaries help you manage your mental space by protecting you from unnecessary stress and emotional drain. Whether it's saying no to extra commitments or setting limits on your exposure to negative influences, maintaining boundaries is an important aspect of sustaining a clear mind. Regular reflection and self-awareness are also vital. Take time to reflect on your thoughts and experiences and assess how they affect your mental state. Journaling can be a helpful tool for this practice. Write down your thoughts, feelings, and observations. This process can help you gain insight into your mental patterns and make adjustments as needed. Lastly, be be patient with yourself. Sustaining a clear mind is not about achieving perfection, but about continuous improvement and self-compassion. There will be days when your mind feels more cluttered than others, and that's okay. Acknowledge these moments without judgment and return to your practices with a sense of renewal. Incorporating these daily practices into your life helps build a resilient foundation for mental clarity. By consistently applying mindfulness, gratitude, and self-care, you create an environment where mental emptiness can thrive. Remember, the journey towards a clear mind is ongoing, and each day is an opportunity to nurture and sustain this clarity. Embrace these practices as part of your daily routine, and you'll find that a clear mind becomes a natural and enduring aspect of your life. Just as we maintain our physical health with regular care, so too must we tend to our mental well-being. Through commitment and practice, you can enjoy the peace and clarity that comes with a well-tended mind. The journey continues, embracing a lifetime of mental clarity. As we reach the final part of our journey, it's important to reflect on what we've learned and how we can continue to nurture our mental clarity. Imagine your mind as a garden. We've spent time pulling out weeds, planting seeds of mindfulness, and tending to our thoughts. Now, it's time to ensure that this garden thrives and remains beautiful for years to come. The practice of maintaining a clear mind is not a one-time effort. It's a lifelong journey. Just as a garden needs regular care and attention, so does your mind. To sustain mental clarity, you need to integrate the practices and insights we've discussed into your daily routine. This means making mindfulness a habit, regularly practicing meditation, and continuing to let go of unnecessary thoughts and worries. First, let's revisit the core principles that have guided us: mindfulness, non-attachment, and presence. Mindfulness helps you stay aware of your thoughts and emotions without being overwhelmed by them. Non-attachment teaches you to let go of things that no longer serve you, while living in the present moment ensures that you are fully engaged with life as it unfolds. These principles are like the tools you use to keep your mental garden in shape. Creating a routine that supports these practices is essential. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day for meditation. This doesn't have to be a long session. Even 5 minutes of focused breathing can make a significant difference. Gradually, you may find yourself wanting to extend this time as you experience the benefits of a calmer, clearer mind. In addition to meditation, try incorporating mindfulness into your daily activities. Whether you're eating, walking, or working, bring your full attention to the task at hand. Notice the sensations, sounds, and feelings without getting caught up in distractions. This simple practice can help maintain the clarity you've worked so hard to achieve. Another important aspect of sustaining mental clarity is self-compassion. Be gentle with yourself when you encounter challenges or when your mind feels cluttered again. It's natural for thoughts and emotions to ebb and flow. Acknowledge these moments without judgment and gently guide yourself back to your practices. Regular reflection is also valuable. Take time to review your progress and celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Reflect on how the practices have impacted your life and make adjustments as needed. This ongoing reflection helps you stay connected to your goals and ensures that you remain committed to maintaining mental clarity. Remember, the journey to a clear mind is not about achieving perfection, but about continual growth and understanding. Embrace the process with patience and curiosity. Each day offers new opportunities to practice and refine your approach to mental clarity. As we conclude this series, I want to express my gratitude for joining me on this journey. It has been a privilege to share these insights with you. I hope you found the guidance and practices valuable and that they serve you well in your quest for a clearer, more peaceful mind. Thank you for being a part of Wisdom Woven. If you've enjoyed this series and found it helpful, please show your support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. Your engagement helps us reach more people and continue providing valuable content. Remember, your journey to mental clarity is ongoing, and we're here to support you every step of the way. Wishing you peace, clarity, and a beautiful, mindful journey ahead.